As the sun dipped below the horizon, the small town was enveloped in darkness. I found myself in urgent need of a new vehicle, prompting me to head over to the local auto shop. Upon arriving in the parking lot, I was struck by the unsettling silence. Not a single car was parked anywhere. A shiver ran through me, but I dismissed it as mere imagination. Stepping inside the shop, I was met with the strong scent of oil and gasoline. The dimly lit space was cluttered with old car parts and tools strewn about, heightening my unease as I approached the front desk. "Hello? Is anyone here?" I called out. But the silence persisted, and a wave of dread began to wash over me. Just as I contemplated leaving, a tall man emerged from the shadows, clad in a dirty, grease-stained uniform. His features were obscured, but his low, gruff voice broke the silence. "Can I help you?" he inquired. "Yes, I need a new car," I managed to say, striving to maintain my composure despite the rising tension. The man gave a nod and guided me toward the rear of the shop where the vehicles were stored. As we made our way, I couldn't help but notice the absence of other staff or customers. The place felt eerily deserted. Despite the lights being on, a peculiar humming noise emanated from the back, adding to my discomfort. I tried to shake off the feeling and concentrate on finding a car. Just as I was examining one, a sudden crash startled me, and I turned to see the man in front of a toppled shelf, its contents scattered across the floor. "I apologize, I'll take care of that," he said, his tone overly contrite. "No worries. I'll just check out this car over here," I responded, making an effort to maintain my calm. As I approached the car, an unsettling sensation washed over me, making me feel like something was amiss in this location. It felt as though the walls were inching closer and the atmosphere grew heavier with each step. I decided to turn back, but to my surprise, the man had appeared right behind me, obstructing my way. "Where do you think you're headed?" he inquired, his tone now dripping with menace. "I believe I'll return another time," I replied, doing my best to mask the fear creeping into my voice. Just as I was about to take action, the man seized my arm and pulled me into a shadowy corner of the store. I fought back and yelled for help, but my cries went unheard. His grip was unyielding, and as he stepped into the light, his face became clear. His dark eyes glinted with malice, and a sinister grin spread across his lips. "I've been waiting for someone like you," he said, his voice laced with insanity. My heart raced as panic set in, and I realized I needed to escape before it was too late. Summoning every ounce of strength, I pushed him away, causing him to stagger back. This brief moment of distraction allowed me to dash toward the exit, but just as I reached the door, the lights abruptly went out, plunging the shop into complete darkness. In a panic, I desperately fumbled around for the door handle, but my hands were lost in the chaos. The air was thick with tension, and my heart raced as I struggled to orient myself in the dimly lit room. The sound of the man's footsteps grew louder, echoing in my ears like a sinister drumbeat, each step a reminder of the danger that lurked just behind me. Dread filled my heart, a heavy weight that threatened to pull me under. I could almost feel his breath on my neck, the oppressive sense of being hunted sending adrenaline coursing through my veins. Just when I thought I was out of options, the lights suddenly flickered back on, illuminating the space around me in stark relief. My eyes darted around, and there it was. The door, right in front of me, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. Without a moment's hesitation, I flung it open, the metal handle cold against my palm, and sprinted away, my feet pounding against the concrete floor. I didn't dare to glance back, the instinct to flee overpowering any curiosity about what might happen next. I burst into the night air, the cool breeze hitting my face like a splash of cold water, invigorating yet terrifying. My car was just a few steps away, a sanctuary waiting to envelop me in its safety. I fumbled with my keys, my hands shaking as I finally managed to unlock the door. I slid into the driver's seat, slamming the door shut behind me as if it could steal away the horrors I had just escaped. With a racing heart, I turned the ignition, the engine roaring to life, drowning out the echoes of my fear. I sped off without a second thought, tires screeching against the asphalt as I left the auto shop behind. The streetlights blurred into streaks of yellow and white, a dizzying reminder of how quickly I had fled. I didn't stop until I was well away from that place, the familiar surroundings of my neighborhood offering a false sense of security. But even as I pulled into my driveway, the adrenaline began to fade, replaced by a gnawing anxiety. I never returned to that auto shop, nor did I learn what became of that man. The memory of his presence haunted me, a specter that lingered in the corners of my mind. Yet, even now, I can't shake the feeling that I narrowly avoided a horrifying fate. If you enjoyed this chilling tale, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more terrifying stories. And remember, sometimes the most horrifying monsters aren't the ones that chase you, but the ones that wait patiently for you to come to them.